Good morning and welcome back to Saraswati Sessions Gopala Bhosal. Today we are going to learn something interesting, something nice, right? Actually, we are going to talk about, not going to learn, because it's very interesting to learn about this particular person. Yesterday, in your online video, we have already started, so you got the idea. Today we are going to learn, or we are going to talk about a very intelligent person, right? A very intelligent person. Who is he? One of the intelligent person. That is Birbal. Yes, you might have heard so many stories about Birbal, right? Plenty of stories are there. Even the storybooks are available specially on Birbal's character, as he was very intelligent, he was very witty, right? He had all the solutions for all the problems, and he was very close to the king Akbar, right? Akbar used to keep Birbal with him every time. When Akbar had any confusion, he asked to the courtiers, right? But when the answer did not come from them, then he used to go to Birbal, right? And he was, sure. The king Akbar was sure that if none of the people had any solution, but Birbal must have the solution, right? For each and every problem, as he was very intelligent. So Akbar had the blind trust, I would say, on Birbal. Now, let's talk about our languages, right? There are plenty of languages spoken in our country. Many languages, right? Basically, we know three languages, right? Three. First of all, our mother tongue. Second, that is our national language, that is Hindi. And third one, that is English, right? So all of us know these three languages to write, to read, and even to speak. We can communicate, right? Now Gujarati is our mother tongue, so it's too easy, for us to communicate with our people. Hindi is for our national language, so when we go out of the state, we use Hindi, right? But if we go abroad, out of the country, then they have their own languages, but a global language is spoken, that is English, and we know that English. Some of us, are very fluent in these three languages. Some of us are very fluent in two languages, our mother tongue and our national language, right? They are not that much fluent in English, right? But they can communicate. But there are many people, not few, many people in fact, who know more than these three languages. 5 languages, 6 languages, 10 languages, even the language, the foreign languages, Spanish, French, even a country people know that. And sometimes it has an experience that they are so fluent that sometimes we get confused that were they really born here in our country or they were born abroad. Why? Because of the fluency. But when we want to talk, when we want to share when we are in problem, naturally we are using or we use our mother tongue, because our mother tongue has, we can express our emotions through our mother tongue only. Yes, we can use our national language, foreign languages, to communicate, but it is very easy if we express our feelings in our mother tongue, right? So when you speak, sometimes the people get to know that okay, he is from this state, she is from this particular state through their accent of the languages, right? So today we are going to talk about one person long years back. He knew many languages. He was master of other languages apart from his mother tongue. And the people got confused that what is his real mother tongue. Means what is his mother tongue? The main language. Nobody could get the answer, right? But something happened that from that experience everybody came to know that what was his mother tongue, right? And what was that activity or action we are going to see in our chapter number 11, the scholar's mother tongue, right? The scholars, scholars means having knowledge, right? Lot of knowledge. The scholar's mother tongue. Now what is there in our chapter? Let's see, right? A learned Pandit visited the court of Akbar. A learned Pandit means he had lot of knowledge of everything on this world, right? In this world, on this earth, he had all kinds of knowledge. That's why he was called Pandit, right? Pandit means scholar, master. A learned Pandit once visited. Now he used to roam here and there. Now once he visited the court of Akbar. Now Akbar, he was the king, very famous king, and we know many stories about the king Akbar, right? Akbar and Babur. So once he was visited the court of Akbar, he told the king and his courtiers. Courtiers means the people who sit, in the palace, right? In the court of the king, those are known as courtiers. He told the king and his courtiers. He told to whom? To the king, King Akbar, and to the courtiers and his people who used to sit over there in the court. Okay? That now what did he tell? That he had mastery over many different languages. He was very sure and he was very confident. But obviously, unless and until we are confident, then only we can share whatever there is in the mind. We can share this to other people. So this Pandit was very confident, right? So he said to the king and his courtiers that he had mastery. He had mastery. Mastery means having knowledge, enough knowledge over knowledge of many different languages, all kind of, the formation, grammar, grammatical, the accent, the proper pronunciation, all, right? In English, that's why we are sharing this. So he had mastery over many different languages. Now, in second paragraph, the Pandit could speak many languages fluently, and it was not like that, that he used to take pause, like, when we speak English, generally the people take pause. Sometimes they are not that much fluent, so they take pause, right? Yesterday, I woke up at 7 o'clock, then I took my breakfast. At 10, I went to the school. I was taking lot of pause, proper means space to think. I've taken some time to think that what should be my next sentence. So the Pandit could speak many languages fluently. Fluently means without taking pause, without thinking, just like a mother tongue. In Gujarati, when we communicate, when we speak, we generally sometimes we don't, take pause. We are very fluent in our mother tongue, right? Like yesterday I got up at 6 o'clock. Then I took my breakfast. I got fresh. Then I took my breakfast. I got ready. After that, at 10 o'clock, I went to my school. Did not have the pause, right? I was very fluent. Just like that Pandit was very fluent in many languages. He was so fluent that no one could find out what his mother tongue was. He was so fluent that nobody in that courtyard could find what his mother tongue was, because in his own mother tongue he was very fluent. In other languages also he was very fluent. He did not take any pause. Very fluently, very nicely he used to speak. See, if we get a chance to speak Gujarati in front of the people, we will be very confident, right? We don't have any fear, or will not hesitate that what will I speak, what will be my next sentence, how can I frame the sentence, because it's our mother tongue, so we speak fluently. But after that, if somebody tells us to speak in Hindi, sometimes we feel hesitate, because in Hindi, okay, we can speak, but some words we have to think, okay, what should be there. And apart from that, if somebody tells us to give speech on English immediately, right? Though we speak very nice English, but yet we need some pause, or we may not be that much fluent the way we are very fluent in our mother tongue. Okay? So at that time the people come to know that okay, this is not his or her mother tongue, right? This is the learned language. But here the Pandit was so fluent in many languages that nobody could find what his mother tongue was. Everybody got confused. He challenged everybody at the court to name his mother tongue. He challenged everybody. If I know the languages, many languages, then I can throw the challenge. And the Pandit had done the same thing. He threw the challenge in front of the people, to the king and even to the courtyard, the people who are sitting over there. Then find out my mother tongue. Because I am very fluent in many languages. So from that you can find that which is my mother tongue. He challenged everybody at the court to name his mother tongue. Give me the name of my mother tongue. I challenge you, you will not find it. Said by the Pandit. Right? When everybody failed, the challenge was taken up by Birbal. When everybody was failed, everyone tried a lot to find the mother tongue of that Pandit, but somehow they could not manage somewhere they failed, right? And they directly went to the king and they said that, sir, my lord, we have failed, we are extremely sorry for that. We were not able to find his mother tongue. When all were failed, the challenge was taken up by Birbal, a very intelligent person, a very witty person, very clever, very wise person, right? So the challenge was taken up by Birbal. Now we have heard a lot of stories about Birbal's wittiness, right? Birbal's intelligence. So why, how he is going to reveal his mother tongue, how he will come to know what is that Pandit's mother tongue, which trick he will apply, or he is going to apply for that Pandit, right? That we will see in our next video. I hope that these two paragraphs you have understood very nicely, and hoping that you will be very eager to know what will be that Birbal's trick, right? So until we